both your the breakers.
Yeah.
Yep, and then
now they're called master and slave, but
yes,
can we run them lead and lag or
that already does it already itself?
Okay, so it does.
Yep.
It's all part of the program in. So
I think we got it set up. So right there is a little bit of air.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. So the way that thing's set up, I believe it's set up. It probably run to like 40 or 80% on the first boiler, and once it reaches that, it goes well. It's got another boiler on it. So what it does is it'll turn the other boiler on also, and they'll both run at like 20 to 40%.
Okay.
I think it's 40%. And that's more. It's supposed to be more efficient. That's why they run them that way. Okay. That's the way they want it. And I think that also lead legs them. It does all that stuff for you. So and it's also set up right now. I can't remember the temperature. I want to say I got it up to 120 degrees at probably 70 outside. Okay. So that's when the heat's going to come on.
Okay.
And then at 0, it's 180. So the reset's going to go all off there. That reset the outside air sensor is right on the back side of this wall in that pit.
Okay.
So you guys might read warmer, you might read colder. I'm assuming you're going to possibly read warmer at times, but luckily you have the insulation there, because like sometimes, you know, the building heat will give off heat, so the sensor is going to think it's actually warmer out, so you won't be cold enough.
Right.
But,
well, and the sun could hit it.
Well,
but
that is.
I could say in that angle it probably won't. So
it's in a pit, so it probably won't. But I know I've had problems where I've had to move them. So just let us know if you want us to move it, I guess.
Okay.
But as of right now, no one said nothing. Usually this is the time of year they do say something.
Right.
So I know I've had to. We put the same things in for public housing, and we had to move them. We ended up moving them away a little bit. And took care of it, but those are a different scenario than this.
I think we should be okay.
This thing's insulated, that stuff wasn't. And it also was like by a bunch of vents and stuff, so this should be okay, yep.
Yeah.
And then so your makeup air.
Yeah.
And your air conditioner for the hallways.
Right. Yep. Now the question I had was on the on the cooling. So the cooling loop is in there. The cooling condenser out there, evaporator.
Yes. Yes, inside. Yep. And that's going to switch over at a certain temperature, I believe. And I don't know if it's off outside or not. I think it's probably still on. I don't know. But I want to double check it in the summer. I can look at it too.
Yeah.
But I mean, as of right now, I probably don't even have to have it on.
Right.
Just I guess it'd probably be better just so it wouldn't start up.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, it shouldn't. But
I wouldn't think so. But
else probably takes in fresh air, does it? Does it take in fresh air? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yep. So that probably does. So then that'll take care of that then.
Okay.
All right, and then
show them the heating coil and the cooling coil on there. Just so
Yep. This also has the heating coil on it, and that's what this guy is here.
Okay.
And it should be fail safe, so that if we lose power, this thing should heat all the time. I know we repiped it for that. Yep. So that's what that guy is too.
Okay.
It does have a freestep, correct? That's what this guy is here.
Yep.
So we should try.
That's an automatic reset because I don't see a manual reset on it. Okay.
No, right there.
Oh, there is. Oh, okay. So that's the reset. Okay.
I'm assuming that's what that is.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
So that's good in case that coil was to ever stick open here. But if we ever lose power, that's what this thing is spring return, so this will at least keep us open. As of right now, it's a little cool, but maybe it's just not calling. So.
Yeah, it's 75 on.
Right. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. And then the filters, I noticed you kind of made a filter for that.
Well, no, there are filters in here. I added that stuff because it was going really bad when it was running. So what I did is I put foam in here. But the filters, you'll slide them in.
No, but I checked the filters.
Are they in there?
They're in there.
Okay.
And they should be changed. So
I've got new ones coming in.
Okay.
Put those in once they.
Okay, good.
There's two of one size and one that's.
Right, I got them written down there. So.
They were on the email.
Matter of fact, if I had a marker, I would put them right on the side of the fan. Right just so we know.
Yep, so you know what size.
Right. So.
That's condensate drain right there.
Mm-hmm.
Runs back around those boilers, drips out down there by the floor. That's where that guy is.
And then the boilers themselves.
Yep.
What? I mean, anything special we need to know about the controls on them, or
actually, you don't. I mean, these things should be self-running.
Yeah.
Everything should be self-running. You might be able to change some stuff here, but it's all set up on the reset.
So this is mainly for scrolling through this, and it's more for information.
Yeah, it's information and stuff. And
okay.
It has a history. You can look at it and stuff, but
because right now it's saying 8:40 a.m., so there's a issue with the time.
Well, no, that is the slave. So let me see here in this guy.
Oh, okay.
Let's do a shut off for a while.
It also says it's September 23rd, so.
No, that's what this guy is doing too.
Yeah.
It's 8:39 a.m. That's at.
Well, 206.
Huh?
206.
Yep. No, I'll go through them. There's a whole bunch of stuff we have to go through. Let me see here. The date set. I'm assuming. Well, they have been running. They have been heating. Everything's running off the reset, but I don't know.
Right.
Why they would have lost their date.
I was going to say, is there anything about them that they even care what the date time?
No. I just saw that as.
Nope,
but
yeah.
it is,
Right.
You'd like it to be right, but you don't know why there's even a date.
Yeah.
Maybe for logging purposes.
Right. Well, that's something I got to set up here as a boiler log for.
Yeah, they're about the same time for.
Yeah.
Looks like they're So.
Then I noticed on the RPZ up above the pretty much they looks like the valves are shut off or
they are.
Okay.
One of the reasons for that is that the city pressure is higher than your loop pressure.
Okay.
And he also he gave me another reason for that too, and I don't remember what it was.
RPZs they usually always leave them shut off. I don't know if it's got something to do with drying them out or something, but I know they always have both of them off on both sides of it.
Okay.
So
there should be no need to add water unless you're servicing it.
Right, and then where's the makeup? What valve do we open if we want to add water to the?
That would be your RPZs. You probably open up both RPZs.
Okay.
That's right there.
Yeah.
So I guess it's this valve right here and that one right there.
Okay.
Yeah, that one, and this one.
Yep, and then that. Yep.
Yeah.
So you have basically 4 valves there. And then you can slowly add some water.
Yeah. And then
Should we try and do that now?
Just to.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We can definitely check it out.
Okay.
You might even add some water in this system. This might blow. It might. Sometimes when you open these things, they'll blast out water on the bottom, but it should be okay. Oh. That looks like this guy don't do much.
Yeah.
It's already open.
So
all you gotta do is these 3.
It either doesn't hold or
Yeah, well that's the problem with gate valves. They never do.
Right.
And that guy will leak a bit.
Yeah.
So we'll go up to 20 pounds until they discharge. I think the boilers are actually 50 pound release. I'm pretty sure.
Is that a setting we should go for then? Is 20 pounds of pressure on the system?
How high is this building? 30 feet?
Yeah.
4 stories?
Well, it's ground level, then 1, 2, and 3. So yeah. So it's
okay. So
technically
1, 2,
4.
3 above it. So we're probably at least 30 feet to the bottom register. So basically, a rule of thumb is every 1 psi equals 2.3 feet. So if you want to go 30 feet, you're going to want to have at least 15 psi plus another 3 or 4. So if we're at 20, we should be able to go 40 feet.
Okay.
So we'll add
That'll work.
a little bit more.
Okay. So, like I said, pretty much there's just. Should we ever have to open the drip legs on any of these and clean them out, or is that I wouldn't?
Have to do it.
I wouldn't.
Stringer.
Yeah.
So, but I highly doubt it unless you have really bad water, which I don't think you do.
And again, I don't think we do. So yeah.
He drained it and refilled it.
Yeah, drain it, fill it. I mean, you would notice like black sludge. And
If the boiler's ever tripped out on flame fail or something, is there a reset on them that we would do, or
you can reset them. We could actually just I could run one. I have a paper clip on me.
Yeah.
We're both in standby. That's going to trip a little bit until that thing clears out. Make this work. There's a bypass, you can turn these boilers on. We'll run them. Do that and I'll show you. Yeah.
Otherwise, I got a little screwdriver out there too.
No, it's that little teeny hole right there.
Oh, I see.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Let's see if I can get this guy into there. There we go.
There we go.
It goes wide open.
Okay.
So what I'll do is I'll shut the gas off. So that's just basically bypassing. It's turning it on right now to high fire.
Right.
Or just fire along.
No, it's going to say I can't prove flame, so I'm not going to start.
Right. There might be enough in gas to just pop it, but it should lock out. We'll see if it locks out or if it has. It might have like a 2 or 3. It might have like a 2 or 3 ignition.
Like a cycle, or?
Yeah, it might cycle, but usually these things, once they miss, they're out. But it might. No, we're going to the pre-purge. Maybe it does give it a couple times. I'll show you the low water cutoff too.
Right.
Once this guy goes. Assuming I'll give it one.
Any kind of seasonal maintenance we need to be aware of on these?
Well, they're going to have something in the book.
Okay.
What the book wants you to do, I don't know. They're going to say, have someone come out and check on it. There is, let's see what they say. Maintenance, 72.
Now we locked out.
Yep. The traps, you're going to want to clean the traps, make sure the area is okay. I'm assuming that's his check, for piping. End of the season, just shut the boiler down every 6 months, checks the gas piping, make sure reliefs and stuff. And it doesn't say anything about, like a lot of these times, they want you to look at the heat exchanger, take stuff apart. These guys, I don't know.
Remember the Fulton pulses actually even have a spark plug and everything.
Those things have the spark plug. They got the air flappers on them. They got the gas flappers even.
Yeah. So
they're a lot different than these.
Yeah.
These are a lot nicer.
Right.
Those things are and they have me rattle away. Yeah. But here we go. It's a flame lockout.
Yep.
I think just press reset. Oh, that's reset right there.
Okay. But if you don't open up the gas, it's not gonna.
No, it should, but it'll lock back out.
Oh, okay.
Yep, that's all you gotta do is that, and then this thing does have a history we can go into.
Okay.
To see what you've had for all the faults and stuff. I think it might be. Well, you know what? I'm gonna stop it because I think it was trying to. I still had it locked out into the service mode. There'll be a history somewhere. Last 10 faults, 1 was flame failure, 2 was the air switch. I checked the air switches to make sure they worked.
Okay.
Flame ignition, flow switch, you double check your flow switches to make sure they work. Because this pump here is going to cause flow through the boiler. If there is no flow, if that ever locks out and there's no flow, this switch here, this paddle, should stop, should not let the boiler start. We'll test for the water cutoff too. I just want to make sure this guy knows. So now it's calling. Push to test. Voila! Just locks it out.
Okay. Then reset that.
Yep.
Okay.
That one's got the same thing. You know.
Yep.
So that's that.
And then, do we ever have to flush them or anything?
Well, these
we
things
do
right
get a
here-
monthly PM that says flush. That was the old caravans that were in here, though.
Yeah.
so.
Okay. This guy right here, you shouldn't have to flush it or do none of that stuff. I mean, you could try to. You can go on the piping and stuff. Make sure you just don't have no dirt.
Yeah.
But the thing is with these, this is a neutralizer. That's something you might want to replace every year or every 2 years. The reason why you have that neutralizer is because the water is acidic, and that neutralizes the water.
Okay, so that's
Basically,
like
it's
a
gonna
cartridge
rust
then,
out.
or a cartridge filter of some sort, or
I think they're just like a rocks. So
Okay.
you get like basically it's
I
like
think it's probably limestone.
it's like
Okay.
powdery rocks. You fill them in there, you close it up.
But you unscrew this and
Yep.
and that's something we can buy from you, or have you guys come out and do, or
for sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yep. Stop that guy. Not unless he wanted a fire. He might wanted a fire. But
You know,
I
it's
just
one of
wanna make
those
sure it
days
wasn't
where it's
blocked
right
out.
on borderline. I think so.
Yep. Well, I guess we're going for 140 degrees today. That's
Okay.
about right. The last building I was at had Techmar, and they had it. I think they wanted 150. So
Yeah.
it's about right.
the gauge here is saying about 135.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay, and pressure. Yep. We're good
Okay.
there. It's not gonna try it. If you see this blocked symbol, that means it's just it's an anti-cycling thing. I think
Oh.
it got locked out for a minute.
Well, yeah,
Minute or
10
two.
minutes.
Okay. Oh, might be even that long.
Okay,
It all
so-
depends. You can change them all. It's all wherever you want.
Yeah.
I can't remember what I have it. I think I also have it on. So this thing locked. This one stays on for, let's say, 5 minutes before it'll even turn that one on. I can't remember what.
okay, so this one seems like it's wanting to go through a cycle now. So that one couldn't. So this one's saying I will.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So I noticed these are 360,000 BTU output. Headed together, that's 720,000. So they fall under the threshold for the
Basically, it's under
Yeah.
the threshold. I think anything over 400,000 per boiler or something.
right. Or I thought it was like 750,000 for
Okay,
for
or
two.
for a total. Okay,
Yeah,
I don't even
yeah.
that. That
So-
could easily be.
Yeah.
Oh, well, look at this now. Those were daylight savings here. See, this is set up
okay.
for November 5th. Those were the last days I tested it.
Oh,
For those were the days it tripped when I was testing it.
Okay, so
for
that
the
was just
safeties.
The lock, not
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
okay.
Yep.
Funny
So
enough,
I'll
yeah.
put it back to 2 o'clock.
Okay.
So I'll do with that one too.
Sure.
So we're right. Because it is nice to know when and all that stuff.
Yeah.
If you're trying to.
Well, if you're looking at the history, it's important to have the
It
date
is.
to
It
try
is
to
nice to troubleshoot
guess it.
stuff.
So, yeah. All right.
So we'll go into this one. I can show you how to get into it if you ever want to know, but then that's changing all your
Yeah. I guess
set points and stuff.
To me, it's not.
Code's 5309.
So you just push that
Yep. So I push into it and then
5309. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
save. All of a sudden now I'm into a whole different menu.
Yeah.
General, date and time. Pick that. See now we're right here. We're at. There we go. Now we're at 2. Save.
Yeah. Okay.
Because once you get into that, then you can get into one of these books here. I think this might be the service manual. You might want to look. Yep, this will go through everything. Goes through all your resets, domestic. All these settings are inside that general
Yeah.
or inside that thing that we went through.
Right.
So you can go through every single one and pick out whatever you want. There's a lot of stuff, so we just
Yeah.
have it set up kind of generic right
Sure. Okay.
now. And for these guys, you just take this front cover off and just slid them in the door.
Yep. There's usually.
Use them. And
Yeah.
then this is like, your igniter, your flame sensor. This is a heat exchanger.
Do we ever have to pull a flame sensor or
you shouldn't. That could be something done under the maintenance, but you guys could have extra ones, here if you ever wanted them.
Right.
I don't know if these are that bad. The old locking bars, notorious. You'd want at least 2 HSIs sitting there because they're horrible.
Yeah.
They would go out all the time.
Yeah.
But these new Knights, we have a couple of them, and it's been 3 years and we've never even touched them.
Sure.
Which is great.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
That's the only thing. And if I know by, I can talk to all the reps and stuff. But I think their heat exchangers are fine, and you should be okay. I don't think there's a major deal.
Yeah, historically they've been really pretty high quality board.
That's what I've heard too.
Which,
so
for them, it's crazy.
Yeah.
No offense to Lochinvar.
I know one of your competitors, Northern Air, swears by them too. So
these things are a lot better. You get the old ones.
Yeah.
Oh, they're nothing but problems. But these little Knights are way better than the old ones. But they totally redid everything about 3 years ago. They just, whatever they used and how the methods they just got rid of it, and it's a totally complete different boiler. There's nothing the same.
Do we have thermostats out in the common areas for heating and cooling? So. Okay. All right.
Yeah, this is basically, that guy's just supplying us the heat everywhere. Hello. And that's that.
Okay.
Hello.
You want to be on film? Probably not. Most people don't. So, okay.
That was up there. So I circled this. The filter size.
Sure.
Is right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Since that was up there anyway, and that sheet is also in the book.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, they're 32 high, and then
yeah.
whatever they are.
Right. Okay.
What happened with that?
We just tilted the elbow up.
Yep.
So that'll work. When we were here, that elbow was pointed this way.
Oh.
And when your water heaters were on, they would blow the flue gases. If somebody flipped that on, it would blow the flue gases around.
Yeah.
So we turned that upright for you.
What is the switch on the side there for?
That just turns that fan on. It's
okay.
Manual ventilation for this space.
Oh, okay. And I noticed a switch up here. Is that for these? Well, I don't even know what that's for.
So shouldn't have any issues in there. Oh, it goes to this. When it's really cold out.
That's for your hot water heater.
Okay.
But you never know. So, just might want to look at it. It's not really colored in. We got
Another one over there too. Yeah.
In theory, they're just using it for ventilation.
Yep.
All right.
So on these, we've got four sensors. It does an average of what it is between the four, and that's what it's going to try to control.
Pulling, return, or just 4 different interior sensors.
Right.
Okay.
One in each four.
Oh, okay. All right.
Down here, you should be able to, if we go out here, you should be able to raise and lower your set points. This setup, I don't know why, but it's set up at 82 right now. I got to bring that down.
Yeah.
That's probably why it's so hot, but we're not getting.
Well, yeah, that's nice because I always have to jump out.
Backwards.
To
But if you take and hit these, this,
So with the amount of boxes that we need, we had to go this high
it's
because
not
they won't
working.
go anymore.
Okay, why?
If it ain't one thing, it's t'other.
Oh, I wonder if don't have this one as the master. Anyway, I'll get it set up for you. So it'll go up a half a degree, and you can go up 5 times up, 5 times down. So you get 2.5 up, 2.5 down.
Oh, okay. Off of that set point that's in there. So.
Yes.
Okay.
I must have it, not have it on this one for some
I'd like to
reason.
see you put covers over all of those things.
Then once you want out, you just hit the escape.
Okay.
And you go right back into it. And that's really the only kind of control you're going to have for your cooling and your heating. So I'll leave this thing here, which it was left here anyway, and this goes through the sequence that's on it, how it's supposed to operate.
Okay.
Check the economizer. It's 18% open on a minimum right now, so that's working. It's asking for all the heat it can get, and then it's not working. So I'm going to see if I got to reverse it or something. Maybe I got to sign backwards. Or something.
Sure. Okay.
DX cooling worked. We know that. That was set for 75, and then 70 for heat. But you'll be able to adjust it here too.
Right.
So
okay.
I'll get get that set up for you.
All right.
I think that's about it. I think, if the other stuff's in here too about the boilers and the pumps and all that.
Okay.
I think there's a sequence in there for that too.
Sure.
I'll leave this up above that box.
Okay.
So you'll have all that.
And I'll share that once we get our maintenance guy hired. I'll just let him know where stuff is at.
I'll
So.
leave a card here too. So
Okay, good. Yeah, that'd be good.
you give me a call.
All right. And this is all under a 1-year warranty then?
I think so.
And then when do we have a start date for that
Have to
one?
ask Paul.
Okay.
For sure.
All right.
Yeah. Pump's running, it's hot.
I'm going to try to reverse that.
Paul, the question came up about the warranty date. I figured September, or I don't know when did they get started up?
When did we start up? I can look back and see.
I just kind of guessed, but yeah. So
Yeah, it wasn't that long.
Because it wasn't the way it was set up.
Brian actually did the startup. I wonder if
It wasn't set up for bills. I thought that was wide open. I don't know.
This isn't shut all the way by any chance.
No, I don't know. Fisher was the last one I had talked out here.
Yeah, I can see the house now.
Yep. The motor's hot. The motor's running. But to me, we're not putting it in. Couldn't be.